Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another pinball video for you this evening. Check it out. We finally finished up our Williams Phoenix. We had 3 Williams games that we did back to back to back. If you didn't check that, but we had a Firepower in right before Christmas, and then we had a Williams Tri-Zone around that time, right before Christmas. And then this poor Phoenix was last on the plate, but we finally got it all fixed up, finally got it up and playing, got all of the parts on it, everything's working great, fixed the board set and everything. Now, if you didn't see our repair videos on this, go back and check those out. We did one where we, I can't remember, we did one where we kind of looked over how the condition it came in, and then we did the power supply. We did another repair video where we worked on the game boards and we got the MPU working and the driver board working and all of that. Got the game up and running. And then we did even another video where we built some replacement LED displays. So it's got LED Williams replacement displays in it that we built ourselves with a kit, of course. But it all worked out pretty good. So if you didn't see those videos, go check them out. But now it's time to play it, right? It's not much more that we can do to it. So when we got this thing in, we haven't done much to the cabinet. It wasn't in perfect shape. We touched up a little bit of the paint on the back, and we put like a new back on it. We got this in a storage building with a bunch of other games from an operator. And this thing had been sitting for who knows how long. But it's came along a long way. That noise you're hearing is this Bally Rapid Fire. It has a fan that's on the whole time it plays so that the coil that shoots the ball doesn't overheat. It's a really good looking machine, I think. This came out in November of '78, so it's got that 1978 look on it, just like I do. Playfield is in pretty nice shape for what it is. Crazy artwork on it, but they've covered every single inch of it with something, so we'll look at all that. And then the back glass is a nice continuation of it. Crazy artwork. This is back when the machines didn't necessarily have to make any kind of sense at all. Right? So like Williams Flash is a great game, makes no damn sense at all. There's a guy with lightning bolts and stuff, half-naked chicks. That's just how they did it in the 70s, people. I didn't have anything to do with it. I just found this sucker and fixed it. Alright, so let's check out the playfield here. There is fire everywhere. Lots and lots of fire. Lots and lots of yellows and reds and like a pinkish burgundy, like the cabinet is painted. Weird pink color, right? And then they've done this unique thing. I think it's unique, where if you look really close, they have used the bare wood of the playfield to be a color as well. So there's areas that are just bare wood, and look, they have turned. Well, I guess the flames are going around it, but they're using that as kind of like flames too, so it's got that same scalloped look on it, which is really cool. So they didn't silkscreen the whole playfield. They were smart enough to leave certain areas the original wood underneath. That's pretty cool. It's mainly down here at the bottom. I don't see any more of it anywhere. But yeah, nice art. And then you have this big crazy Phoenix character in the middle of the playfield. So for some of our younger viewers, the Phoenix was a bird that rose from the ashes. He died, and then he was burned, and he came back out of the fire, and he came back to life. That's all I know about it in mythology. So I guess this is a Phoenix man or something, or maybe the original Phoenix was supposed to be part man. I don't know. He's got kind of a human look with a bird's head and strange feathers on his arms that are blue and pink. So yeah, So in the middle here we've got this sun, or it's a black moon or something. I don't know. It's the 70s and it's pinball. And then you've got this blue that I guess represents the sky, and you have a bird here and a bird there, and then a big one up at the top that is putting his huge wingspan out over the 5. Is the damn number 4 bulb burnout? Oh no, I don't think it is. I was playing a game a minute ago. Whew, thought the number 4 bulb was burnt out, people. That'd be a catastrophe. But you got the bird at the top, more fire just because, why not? And then fire around all 3 pop bumpers. That's not symmetrical or anything. They just kind of did it different, painted it however they wanted. So you got all that going on. And then you got all of the plastics, right? So one naked chick, 2 naked chicks. I'm going to go ahead and count that as a naked chick. That's 3 naked chicks. Naked dude with electricity in his hands. That might be the guy from Flash. Another naked chick sending out some kind of fire to this other naked chick over here. So what's our... Oh, here's another naked dude. So what's our count here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see 5 naked chicks on the playfield. Let's count them on the back glass. So you got the big Phoenix dude again. You got the bird and the bird. I guess there's just 2 of them on this one. He has some kind of green stuff on his shoulders. Not sure why that is. He's not giving any gang signs, I don't think, with his hands. You can see that the back glass has areas that have flaked. We triple thicked the back glass, so hopefully it will not get any worse over time. There is a big planet over here behind this one naked chick. So there's our first naked chick. She's drawn a little better than most of them on the playfield. They got a little creative with some of the stuff they were doing, and not necessarily in a good way. Then you got another naked chick down here who is throwing lightning up in the air for some reason. Not sure why. You see that the guy has his claws, the Phoenix has his claws, and you know, in the back glass itself, I guess, is actually showing the Phoenix rising from the flames. So down here you have these flames, everything's on fire. That chick might be a little close to the fire. And she's just wearing a bikini. I don't know. She's only wearing half of a bikini, and there's fire around. I don't know. Probably needs to put on like some hazmat stuff, something. Here's our third bird. And then you have this chick up here who's naked as well. I don't know what she's doing. I guess she's trying to get away from the fire, maybe. But yeah, very busy back glass and a very busy playfield, artwork-wise. But I kind of like it. It's really weird, but I like it. Now on this particular one, we rebuilt the drop targets, put new drop target decals on them. There are 10 drop targets on this thing. We had to replace, whenever we bought it, the pop bumper caps were missing. And there's a problem with these pop bumper caps. The ones for Flash, the ones for Williams games are a little bit different than some of the other ones. And the original ones look just like this, but they're missing. But they look just like this, but they had little arrows on the edge of it. But you can't buy those anymore. They don't make them new like that. And I couldn't find any used ones that look good. So this is about as close as it can get. They're also, you can obviously tell they're brand new because they're very white. But so are the rubber rings because they are very new. So, hey, it fits, right? But these would have been just like this, but have little arrows on it. I saw a guy on the Internet Pinball Database. He had done it, and he had replaced those with red ones just because you can't get them with those arrows around it. And the red ones blended in with the playfield a little bit better. but I couldn't. They didn't have any in stock, so I had to go with the original white ones. But they looked just like that. They were white with a blue bullseye. The spinner over here was missing, but we were able to get one. Oh, I'll show you the spinner artwork. So when the ball hits it, there is an image on the front and the back. So when it spins, both of the images merge together like a flip book. Very cool. So the apron cards were in that big book of the original manuals and everything, so all that's original. It's the original artwork. We didn't have to touch up one thing on the playfield. It's just still in good original shape. It probably just didn't get played all that much back then. Maybe they came out with something that was a much hotter game right after this, and Phoenix died off. Now, you know what really happened eventually, right? It rose from the ashes. I don't think it was ashes. I think this one was water damage. It rose from the water. But it's back and playing. Let's check it out. So let's read the instructions, because every pinball machine is better if you'll actually read the instructions. A lot of people don't do that. If you walk up to it and you just bat the ball around, you might go, this one kind of sucks. There's no ramps or anything, although there is kind of one up there. There's no ramps or anything. Well, read the instructions. If you play it the way it's meant to be played, you might enjoy it. Instructions. Insert coin and wait for machine to reset before inserting coin for next player. Each player, I've always questioned why they put that on these. I don't think that's absolutely necessary. It was on the EMs, but each player shoots one ball at a time as indicated on the back glass. Tilt penalty is the ball in play. It does not disqualify a player. So they're saying if you tilt the thing, you just lose that ball. Making either the 4 left or the 4 right drop targets lights 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. So you have a bonus here in the middle that we'll talk about here in a second. And if you make all 4 of those, or you make all 4 of those, it lights up 2 times. It means your bonus is doubled, or tripled, or quadrupled, or quintupled. So it says 4 targets down advances the X value. So 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And the same over here. 4 targets down advances the X value. Making 1 through 5 lights the next letter in Phoenix. Okay. So it spells out Phoenix on this bonus here. 1 through 5 is up there on the top, making 1 through 5. So are they saying you have to make all 5 of them to light the next letter? That's kind of crazy. When E is lit in Phoenix, okay, the Bullseye Target scores 1 extra ball. I'm not positive we've got it set up where those are exactly how they are, because we just pulled an instruction card out of the manual, out of the thing. It may not be set up like that, but we'll see. So here is the extra ball when lit, and it's what they're calling the Bullseye Target. Now you look at how they made this. This is 1978. This is an early ramp, basically. The plastic is cut and is on a little piece of metal so that it sticks up a little bit higher than the other plastics. And then the way they have made it a ramp, what's referred to as a wire form ramp, is they have buried these 2 little pieces of metal in the playfield that lift the ball about 1/4 of an inch off the playfield to hit that target. So there's a little bit of a ramp action, and you know the whole purpose of that is it makes the ball come back farther and everything, come back faster whenever it comes back down. So that, I don't think that's the first ramp, but it's a very early version of a ramp on a game. When the eye is lit, the outlanes alternate for special. So you know, they're talking about when you light up this Phoenix. So you got a special over here and a special over here. When X is lit, the Bullseye Target scores special. So the special, of course, you could, and again, there's the Bullseye Target again up there. The special you could set for whatever you wanted if you were the operator. So you could make it where the special was a free game or a free ball or 50,000 points or whatever. And so on this card it says special scores 50,000 points. I'm not sure that that's how we've got it set up, but it may be. And then you also have this bonus ladder over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 20. So you've also got 2 drop targets here in the middle. It says 10,000 and advanced bonus, and this one is 10,000 and advanced bonus. Now, if you look up here at the top, it's got a couple interesting little things. If you roll through number 2 or number 4, it raises the drop target back up, which is kind of strange whenever you play it, because the drop target, you'll see it pop back up, and then you roll through it again, and it tries to pop it up again and again and again. It's just how the code was done. So you can constantly raise those back up and drop them back down. I guess they figured you were going to hit them a lot. In your in lanes here, you have the same thing. Raises B and lights 4. And of course, this one raises A and lights 2. And by rolling over that switch, you get 1,000 and you advance your bonus again. This had Williams' original soundboard, their very first soundboard on it. So we're about to hear that in all of its glory. Very cool machine. So I'm going to get the tripod and set it up, and we'll play it a little bit. Okay, folks. Now, you may have figured out that I've gotten a newer camera, and it's so it's got a little bit different lens on it, so I can record at a slightly higher angle, which gets rid of some of the glare on the glass. Now, people have told me, "Oh, why don't you just play with the lights on?" I don't want to play with the lights on. That's why. One of our astute viewers, who said he likes watching us play it with the lights out, right? Who agrees with me, said that he knows he has a good reason for why they should be played with the lights out. Okay? So do you want to hear my unassailable reason for why I'm going to record every pinball video with the lights out from now on? The reason you're supposed to play them with the lights out, and the reason that you know the manufacturer designed them to be played in a dark room, is because they put light bulbs all over the freaking playfield. Perfect logic. I don't know how he came up with that. It's dead on the money. If they wanted you to play them in the light, they wouldn't have put so many damn light bulbs on them. Clearly, right? But hopefully this will look a little better. There's not quite as much glare because of the angle. You know, we're working on it here, people. And so you can leave me all the comments that I've heard a million times before. Take the glass off. I don't like taking the glass off because it makes it all loud and sounds like crap's breaking, and it doesn't sound like the game actually sounds. Turn the lights on. I don't want to play it with the lights on. It's just, that's not how you play pinball. Put the camera angle over on the side, and then you can put, you know, or shoot it straight from the top. You can put the top here and the back glass up here. And I'm not setting up 3 or 4 freaking camera shots. This is meant to be, you're standing here and we're playing the game, and I'm not that good at them anyway. You know, like if you want to see somebody play these things where you can see every little piece of artwork on the playfield the whole time and everything, there are other people that do that with their videos, and they look great. I've seen them before, but we're just hanging out, playing the pinball machine in the dark because it's got light bulbs on the playfield. And if that just bugs the hell out of you, just go ahead and turn the video off. You don't have to watch it. It's cool. I won't get mad. I'll see you on the next video. Right? But it is what it is. So I've got the sound up. Like I said, it's their original soundboard. It's pretty cool. And it was, you know, one of the early Williams solid state games. So it was their first System 4 game. The only system before it was System 3. I think this was like the 5th solid state game they had made. So it's a real simplistic early solid state game. But we'll give it a run. Apparently it's supposed to sound like that. No background sound. There's my light 4. So it is working. Oh, we rebuilt the flippers, so got decently strong flippers. There's my 1 through 5. They slid it right by me. Oh. So when we film these, basically the reason we're filming them is we're testing them. So I'm trying to see if this game is ready for someone's home, or if there's big problems with it, or something doesn't play right, or a switch doesn't work, or a light bulb's out. Like that drop that just dropped. Did that count? About lost it. Oh! Okay. Oh! I got bricked by the drop target. That was a pretty dead-on hit, man. Come on. Come on, man. If you don't know, ooh. Okay, we got 97,710 points. If you don't know, Williams had the worst drop targets. But if you take them apart and clean them and put them back together, usually they're pretty good. The only thing with them is there is a little contact board on the back, a little PCB board behind the drop target. If you put that on real tight, you're going to have all kinds of drop target problems. You got to loosen it up just a little bit and have it a little sloppy, and then the damn things will drop and play just how they're supposed to. So the first thing I have to check is somebody else's video to see if that's what it's supposed to sound like whenever it starts the ball. And the first drop target on the left is a little suspect. Oh! Okay, so you saw how all the ones on the right reset, so it must have known that all of them were down, right? And there's our bullseye target. Apparently it works. There's our spinner. Apparently it works. Yeah, that first drop target on the bottom, we got to keep our eye on that. Yeah! Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Well, it was nice action on the pop bumpers while it lasted. So that time I got 69,510. Missed my drop. I was trying to hit the one just to the left of it. I keep missing it. Missed it. Oh, there's something going on there. It won't drop. So I'm going to have to look at that. Look, the spinner's lit up. Looks like the spinner wants a nice slap in the face. Yeah, definitely an issue with that drop target. Oh, I got the bad bounce there. Oop. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoop. We made it through it, people. I want to get that spinner with the light on. See what kind of money I can get out of that. Oop. There we go. Yeah, baby. Beat up the banks. The outlanes are pretty tough on this one. Whenever you get over on either side, drop target's killing me. I gotta fix that. Now that we have figured out what it is, I'm getting them points though this time. I'm getting them points. I don't believe I cheated or anything, did I? I haven't taken the glass off. I must be better at this crap than I thought I was. And that's with a bum drop target that I just slapped again, I think, and it didn't go down. Boy, that spinner is smooth as silk, buddy, let me tell you. Boop. So the was because I beat the high score to date. So on these early Williams games, whenever you reset them, like the batteries die, or if you watched our MPU repair video, you know what reset this one. Alkaline damage. Tons and tons of alkaline damage. But whenever you reset the settings, the factory setting is 350,000. And I just beat that. I got 381,710 points. That's probably going to go down as my best game of all time. But we're going to see if we can make it a little better by looking at what the hell's going on with this drop target. Okay, so I checked it out. Apparently I didn't have the spring on there very good, so it had fallen off. But I think I got it now. I didn't have time to check if that's the right sound. Whoa! Boom! Oh, come on now, come on now. I want to see if I can get all four of the left ones down to make sure. The Williams drop targets, they have this thing where when the way that it tells if they're all dropped is there's a wire that goes all the way across all of them. So I think I got that right. So one of the switches is only activated when all 4 drop targets are down and connected to each other on the 4 PCBs underneath the drop targets. Look at that. It's got an unlucky bounce on the out lane. So I definitely want to get all those left ones. That's the only thing I haven't really completely tested here. Missed it. Missed it. All right, it got him. I got the killer spinner light on too. That spinner light's how you make all your money. That, and I think maybe the Bullseye Target. There we go. Alright, so the battery died. I got 350,000 though that time, but it doesn't even come close to my high score of all time, which was the previous game, 381,000 with a broke drop target. Ooh, almost. One of these days I'm going to start tilting, rubbing the machine a little bit, bumping it a little bit. That's how you get the real points. But I just spent so much time fixing it, I hate to knock it around. Oh, man. Now, people, if usually you lose the ball through the out lane, that does not mean that it's a piece of crap game. It means that on that game, that's how you lose the ball. On every game you lose the ball, if you weren't supposed to lose the ball, how fun would that be? Oh, man. Hell, it's playing itself now. Yeah, oh, I missed it. I got that same out lane. All right, we're going to play one last time. See if I can beat the greatest score of all time, 381,000. You really have to kind of aim this one because there's some stuff in the way if you're just flipping. Like if you hit it right up the middle, oh, that freaking out lane. If you hit it right up the middle, you know, you're going to hit that bumper. And then also over there by the bullseye ramp, it's real easy to just hit that post and it'd be kind of a dead flip. Oh, come on. I did it to myself that time. Pathetic. It was pathetic. Well, we got to play one more, man. We can't end on a bad game. Come on, come on, come on. Well, it's pretty easy to pass the ball on this one because of the how high I've got the flippers. But I've got them in line with the, saw that coming. I've got them in line with the in lanes, so it should be right. What do you think, folks? I think it's about ready for somebody's home game room. Everything seems to be working fine. We've fixed our drop target. All of the lights are working. The flippers are nice and strong. The soundboard seems right. If that one sound isn't right, it's at least a conversation piece. At least it's reliably weird sounding. And everything flows good. All of the rules seem to work like they say they do. The drop targets work great. The spinner is like a dream, baby. It's like a dream. The bullseye target works. Look at that. The drop targets, if you even breathe on them, they will fall over. I think we got this one tuned up. That's what I think. I think it's ready to go. So that is Williams 1978 Phoenix System 4 pinball machine. Back from the ashes. Working great. Now by the time you see this video, we may not even have this Phoenix in our showroom anymore. It may have flown off to someone else's house. But that's okay. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and every time we get in a video, I messed up my little spiel. Subscribe to us here on YouTube, and every time we get one of these games done, we will film a little video of it. If you want to see the games that we have available for sale right now, you can check them out on our website. Go to lionsarcade.com. It's always updated. I just put this one on there while I was recharging the battery in between games. So it's always up to date. Go check it out. You can see right now what games we have available right now. Now, if you're not looking to buy a game, you can stop by and see us too. I screwed up my spiel twice. If you're local, you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill. We're about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina, in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're just over the border. And we've got a whole building full of arcade games and pinball machines and stuff that we are usually working on. So now, if you can't come by and see us because you don't live anywhere near here, we had a gentleman the other day telling us that he was from the Netherlands, so he can't really come by. I can understand that. I probably wouldn't go visit an arcade store or a video game store in the Netherlands either. It's a long trip, right? So if you can't come by and you don't want to pay to ship something all the way to the Netherlands, because that would be $2,000 or $3,000, I can understand that too. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and you can be part of the fun, even if you can't actually put your hands on them. We'll do the playing for you. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your comments below. Tell me what you think about it, how you think this thing turned out. Did you watch all the videos? You didn't skip some of the videos, did you? Go back and watch the ones and you see the condition this thing was in whenever we got it. Good looking little game, in my opinion. it has its positives, doesn't it? So leave your comments below. Let us know what you think about it. And make sure to leave us a thumbs up for taking the trouble of filming it for you. And we hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next game. This is Williams Phoenix.